Hello, class. It's Saturday again, and welcome to my presentation. I would like to share with you. Here you go. Should I share the sound? Share the sound. Okay, cool. Okay. So I would like to talk about HUGO FELIX. He is an Austrian composer of operettas and musicals. Was born in Budapest, Hungary. He was born in 1866 and died in 1934. He is an Austrian composer of musicals for 4 countries, including his parents were Hungarian, Austrian merchant. His father is Hungarian Viennese, and his mother is Slovakian Viennese. So he kind of like in between 4 countries blood. He earned a PhD in science from the University of Vienna. Then he pursued and he done doing that career. He come back and pursued a career as a composer of live theater scores. He tried many things. He is music director of musical of the Card Theater in Vienna from the late 1890s to 1906. He imported several British works to Vienna. Which adapt both librettos and score. He also contribute huge numbers to several musical committees. Felix later went to the United States, where Madame Sherry is one of his biggest success. In 1910 was released. He's remained in the United States the rest of his life, and he's died in California at the age of 67. I think in the period of time then, that is kind of have a good life, a long life. I want to tell you a little bit more about his work. His first operetta, Die Katzen, was a big success in Lemberg when he only 23 years old. And I will show you some good melody later in this operetta. And his first Vienna success came with his fourth operetta, Rodolphe, in 1900. Then, of course, Madame Sherry, very, very famous in with the which was played throughout the Europe. And also Les Merveilles, all we can understand is the Lady Dance, was performed in London 1906. Then Tantalizing Tommy in New York 1912, and one successful The Pearl Girl in London 1913. Another good one later in his life is Pom Pom 1916, Lassie 1920, The Sweetheart Shop 1920, and Marjolaine 1922. Here I could show you a little bit of the poster. I don't know, do you have the same issue like me when we search for the composer in early in around 19 in 1900, 1920, it's so hard to find the information, the recording. I search on every corner of the library. It's really, really tough. Uh, but I'm so happy that I find some good information that I want to share with you. As you can see, there's some we could imagine a little bit about the story, um, the music, emotion. Um, this is very amazing resource for us. Uh, they're just limited recording because it's really, really long times ago, and even musical nowadays they rarely renew the musical, so we could have the good resource uh, to really understand or to really learn, or to, if some song we really want to sing, we need to have um, for example, good audio or good video on YouTube. But um, I think it's time to revival some good piece. Um, and here, for example, in Majolane, I search. There's a piece called "I uh, Want You," which I wonder it could sound really good. Um, it was born in 1922, and the score is like $20 for that. So I kind of wondering how can we approach the score and to see is it worth to have it and sing it and recording it. Um, yeah, so there are songs that I want to share with you now. First of all is very hard to find. So if you interested in the music of Hugo Felix, just let me know. I could send you this the link of my playlist that I feel like it's amazing, that I some very valuable for people who post this kind of music on YouTube, so we could really know kind of hear how's that sound. So here is from the Pom Pom, which is I show you here. Pom Pom here from the Pom Pom comic opera. So the song name In the Dark. Let's hear from it first.
I once knew a lady as fair as the dawn. The neighbors called her gentle Josephine. She captured an elderly Romeo, who under her window at night would go to serenade this lovely maid, his heart all queen. He said, time sleeps in paradise. In the dark, see the spark. It's the flash of love undying for my Josephine, I'm sighing. In the dark, in the heart, purity, glory, and Napoleon is here. In the
This is interesting to me. It's not sound like any song nowadays. Um, It's cute. It's just very gentle, soft, and slow tempo. But the part like feel like la 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 dee lee, la 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 dee lee, la la dee lee. I don't know. What's that called? I kind of forgot the name of it. But this song is interesting, really interesting. And the quality of the recording make me feel like it's kind of have something obviously like the sound like zzz in a song. But yeah, I wish I could find like a dish in library somehow, and I could find a score for it so I could sing. So yeah, and that is one song called In the Dark from comic opera Pom Pom. And there is some more interesting music here, but I want to show you uh, this is only instrument. So I want to show you the song Under dem Lindenbaum from the operetta Die Katzen. This one I need to find in this website, which interesting because they have two versions. One is in German and with the orchestra, and one is in Russian with piano. So let's hear it a little bit with piano. So, and then because for me, I like both versions, so I just still want to play.
Суждая блесну вдаль, воскликнула я: люблю, люблю. Вдруг слышу, во всех раздалось вид ручья: люблю, надеюсь, звук тот совсем снежу, и в грозах волшебных
Very dreamy to me, very dreamy. It's called Under the Lime Trees, and another version of it.
Jüngst rief ich in träumendem Sehnen zum Wald: ich lieb dich, ich lieb dich. War's Echo, das neckend entgegen mir schallt: ich lieb dich, ich lieb ich folgte dem Klang mit lauschendem Ohr, bis ich mich im dunklen Walde verlor.
Yeah, I hope that you have like an general idea about how his music is. I want to show you just a little bit about the score of this comic opera Pom Pom that I play the first song for you. I feel so glad that I found this score with everything here, with the whole musical act one, act two. There's some song list here. There is a song that I really want to find the recording If you know how to find it, just please give me some info so I could dig deep down a little bit more. Just for example, the song Kiss Me Pom Pom and Beachen, or the song yeah, we just hear the song In the Dark, Pom Pom and Milk chorus singing. And also, I like to hear Only 1 Hour and by Bertrand, and Pom Pom by Paulette, and it's Pom Pom with chorus. There's some interesting thing, like curiosity inside each of us when we research on somebody and we try to find the music, but we cannot find enough. But then we had some clue, and we suddenly we found some people just really do a research on it and tell you. So it's feel like a treasure to me. Um, and here some there's a website, internet Broadway database. For me, Broadway is kind of new, and I still wondering how to watch a musical online. I still try to find a way to do that, because to go to on stage to enjoy it, sometimes it's hard for a student for some place that you really like. Um, that's why I still struggle a little bit. But this website, I feel like, is amazing information on some composers, such as Hugo Felix is my composer. They show us good information about what plays used to be produced, um, and what type of it, like musical, comedy, original. For example, um, when we saw like Pom Pom, they like list musical, comedy, opera, and Madame Sherry, they list as musical, the original. And there, when I research, I confuse like why this song is not listed by Hugo Felix, because it's really hard to find him as a composer. So there's some piece that he is based on the German musical by Hugo Felix, and some other people write the lyric, and there's some song like feature song by Hugo Felix. So sometimes he write the music, sometimes he write the song, and the other part of the show is from other people. So to find his own music is hard when we search on it. So I kind of like this page where it also shows some production music orchestrated by Hugo Felix. So that's what I looking for. I also want to add about his Hugo Felix private life a little bit. In his, as I read about it, in his last day, he went to Hollywood to find work as an orchestrator and conductor. But it was reported in the press that in 7 months of his staying there, up to his death, he's earned only $15. So besides all good musical, there's no way for him to earn a good money on that, and he's kind of die in poverty. Um, his his private life is interesting, because he the love of the Miss Mary Houghton. He married Miss Mary Houghton. She's the colorful international musical theater prima donna who starred in a number of his shows. They registered for marriage ceremony in London in 1912, and but like in the end they didn't end up together, so he died in poverty. And of course his ex is kind of marry or fall in love with other men. So yeah, that is my curiosity about Hugo Felix, and I hope that you enjoy it. And I can't wait to see and comment on your presentation too. So have a good weekend and see you next week.